So yeah, I went for the minimalist version of slide design. It's like code. The fastest code is the code you didn't write. This is it. This is something of a challenge. If I hit 0, 0, 0 perfectly, I want you to all go wild, okay? Yeah. Oh, God. Now it's running. So if I hit 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, I want you to go wild if I get this timing right. Now, I should tell you before I start, some of this is true. There are 27 pubs. Well, there were 27 pubs on the Manchester Road in Bradford, but most of the rest of it isn't. I was 18 when my dad first took me to a pub, and I've never ever seen him quite so mad. A pint of the usual, sir, the barman said, but he was asking me, not Dad. Well, if surfeited the appetite will sicken and so die, I'll not long have a boozer for a son. They say there's 27 pubs from here to Odsal Top. And tonight you'll have a pint in every one. We kicked off in the majestic little Alec kicked us out. When Dad said he was scared what he might catch, we didn't mean to set on fire the White Swan and the Devonshire, but Dad was all as careless with his match as the odd fellas knew we'd been. We caused a riot in the Queen, and I was right till Dad said then we should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin. So we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin. So we'll go back down and do the mansh again. Well, we thought we'd make a start with a quiet game of darts before we'd gone a beer too far. But we were slinging arrows in the Albany Snug, and the board was in the public bar. There were arrows in the ceiling, there were arrows in the wall, there were arrows in the barmaid's thigh, till a very ugly landlord with a very ugly club suggested we should both go forth and multiply. Broken glasses they were counting as we slipped out of the fountain, and the tall bar crowd was still in hot pursuit. In the fighting father all but killed the landlord of the Talbot when the silly bugger criticised his suit. And we were walking on our knees by the time we reached the Fleece, and I was right till Dad said then, like it, lad, or lump it, we have missed the horse and trumpet. So we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin. Like it, lad, or lump it, we have missed the horse and trumpet. So we'll go back down and do the mansh again. Well, it's then we chanced to meet a young lady of the street, and Lord, but she'd some lovely wares to sell. Unfortunately, Dad was somewhat sick upon her dog. After 14 pints, he wasn't feeling well. As he searched for his teeth, he found the dog underneath, jumped back and knocked the poor woman flat. I've had pints, peas, pork pies and pickled eggs tonight, but I can't remember eating that. There was still a hue and cry, and both the wooden... No. Oh, bollocks. This is the first time I've ever forgotten this bloody song in public. Blah. Can't remember eating that. Yeah. Well, the station and the junction then both showed us no compunction as they threw us in the streets upon our ears. We had all sorts of hell on in the New Inn and the Nelson, and we had the Wickham landlord close to tears. As newts we were pisters as we staggered into Listers, and I was right till Dad said then, trouble now of course is we forgot wagon and horses. So we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin. Like it, lad, or lump it, we had missed horse and trumpet. Trouble now of course is we forgot wagon and horses. So we'll go back down and do the mansh again. Then Dad pinched a bulldozer so we could ride in style. He flattened 3 police cars straight away. His driving wasn't polished, and in no time he demolished Hong Kong Harry's corner Chinese takeaway. As the Chinese with his chopper chased us up to Cello Street, his nearness to me necktie wasn't nice. As me breath began to steady, I said, he were mad enough already. Did you have to order curried cat and rice? We had Websters, we had Whitbreads, we had Ammons, we had A's, we had John Smith and Sam Smith too. We were right bloody gluttons on some OBJ by Duttons and Bass, both red and blue. We had Ironed Coop and Allsops and some Ramsdens that was old slops, and I was right till Dad said then, we've missed out all the Bentleys. We've not had a drop of Tetley's, so we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin. Like it, lad, or lump it, we have missed horse and trumpet. Trouble now, of course, is we forgot to again, and also we've missed out all the Bentleys. We've not had a drop of Tetley's, so we'll go back down and do the manch again. Well, the police with a van cleared the Yorkshire divan, the landlord and his wife and kids as well. The foresters was quiet, there was not a sign of riot, for the customers were all inside the cell. There were specials running up the street and firemen running down. Troops and tanks were standing by at Odsal Top. Some nuns who came to pray for peace just stayed to sober up the priest, who got so drunk he tried to kiss a cop. There was still a hue and cry in both the Woodman and Red Lion, and the Grave and Effa tried to bar the door. We thought we might get drunk if we had another in the trunk lip, so we thought we'd better have one to be sure. As we fell through the doors on a falls of Mary Shores, I was right till Dad said, then you can have a little rest. Now you're halfway through the test, then we'll have to go back down and start again.